What's up, everybody? Matt Wozney here, MXPTV. We are here for a special WOZ Up live show here. Pretty pumped about how the year has gone so far for the site and for me as well. It's been a pretty wild year. Everything's been going really good, and really just can't complain too much. You know, it's been a great year. So we're gonna start off with pretty much talking about how the year went off. I mean, the year went really good. It was. A lot of things happened. A lot of things were, good and bad. You know, it was kind of a, with what I'm doing, it's a learning year every time. So this year was another learning year. We did trying to make some steps. Sometimes they make them, sometimes we did, and we were trying to do the, best we can do and stuff. So just gonna look right here and see what we're doing here. All right, so. I mean, starting off the year pretty much in 2013, going into it, we had a solid 2012 year. Everything was going really well, and it was, covering races as usual. It was really good. This year, though, with the arena crosses going on, they're actually be starting up really soon. I will be at the first two, the first two arena crosses definitely Worcester and Baltimore. Greensboro's still on the 50-50 right now, but we'll have to see there pretty soon. But other than that, everything's been, with Arena Cross coming up, it's really good. But that's how the year kind of kicked off, with Arena Cross. But before we get into the year, I want you to head down to the comments section right now. We're basically going to be doing a get your thoughts of the year. Posted a question right now. It says, what is your favorite MXPTV video of 2013? So that's what we're going to look at, and plenty of videos. I think we've near about close to 300 videos we posted this year. Maybe it's around 250, 260, somewhere around there, but it's close to 300. I think last year we were at the same amount. So so we have this question below the screen the whole time. Go down there, right down there, and say what was your favorite video of the year? By the end of the show, we'll go through some of the favorites and see what videos popped up the most. I'm kind of thinking I know what's coming up, but it'll be good. Otherwise, yes, this year has been awesome. We kicked off the year. Now more on the photo side. We did a lot of we did 3 arena crosses that were in the Northeast region. So. Worcester, Baltimore were the first 2 rounds, same as this year coming up. Kicked off early this year, and we it was I mean, it was pretty much me solo at those. I mean, I'm pretty much solo at most events, so this is gonna be kind of a trend going on. But at this round especially, I shot photos, I did podcast interviews, I did a whole bunch of stuff that really did a lot that was going on. And as you can see right here. Here on the screen here, we got this is a shot from Wilkes-Barre. This is the opening ceremonies at up in PA. So that was a lot of fun. As you can see, the racing was really good. I mean, you had Bowers was kind of the star of the whole show, basically. So he was on point the entire time, and it was really good. So he was on point all year long. And another shot of the arena here. This is. Wilkes-Barre is one of the arena crosses I've always gone to. It's always been pretty close. This year they're not going back there, which is kind of sad. But other than that, Worcester and Baltimore, at least the closer ones. Greensboro's the other one I'm thinking about going to. But the arena crosses are always fun. This year I'm pretty stoked about it because I'm actually be doing video at these arena crosses. These selected rounds I'm doing. There's a lot of West Coast rounds that it's just not going to happen for me to get out to. So I'll be doing little promo videos and stuff, kind of just to pump up, arena cross and make it exciting and all that. So probably do some helmet cams as well and some riders as well. I'll be kind of just a regular race, but I'll be able to do it on the pro nights, which is I just found out this week about that, so that's really cool. So yeah, arena cross was awesome. Then right into February, we were still cold up here, not much going on in the Northeast, so we had to venture down south a bunch. Here we have Lampy. This is at Club MX. Club MX is one of our favorite places to go and shoot. I mean, it's one of those real picturesque, scenic places to shoot. I mean, everything's there. You got amazing supercross track layout. You have, the motocross tracks are some of the best, I think, on the East Coast, if not the best. I mean, they get rough. They are almost like a video game almost to ride, I guess. But I mean, they're really awesome tracks to go to. To ride, I'm assuming riding is fun on them, but I'm not the greatest rider, so I really don't know. But anyways, I was pumped to be be there shooting. We did some filming down there. I was doing stuff with Ally Sports early in the year with like Catanzaro, Dakotas, and a couple of others I know. So it was kind of mixed up with them a little bit. So did a bunch of that down there, and it was a lot of fun. Lampy was going good all the time down there. Buffus down there, he was showing off with the camera and stuff. Matt Rice was shooting a bunch of stuff. You've seen it right here. It's actually my GoPro on a pole over here that I use for a bunch of shots I do. Those are some of the feature special shots I do. So those are always really cool. And so down there, Club MX was definitely top rider. I mean, McElrath was down there. Just got the ride with Troy Lee not too long before, so I mean he was still gelling his ride there and going great. And Catanzaro was just showing off as usual, so he was definitely on point, and always one of the fun riders to shoot, no doubt about it. He'll throw out the whips he has will last every time. So there's another one of him whipping around there too as well. A lot of fun stuff going on. I think it was Mark Worth and Darian Sinai at Club. It was, capturing all that stuff was great. And like you see, it was a lot of fun stuff. A lot of fun stuff we did, at these places. South of the Border being another one that we went to a bunch. South of the Border was great. I mean, it was an awesome place to go. Travel-wise, it's real convenient. Obviously, being right off the 95 right there, just into South Carolina. It's a good place to go. It's kind of, takes a lot of the traveling, to travel, 7 hours, 8 hours or something like that to get there. And it's right off the exit. That's, always convenient. So we go there a lot, and, got a lot of good shots from there, obviously. Dustin Kendall, Burkeen, all them guys here, they were, showing off the camera for the day or two we were there. So, oops. A little difficulty there. All right. Then right after that, went right into, the first race of the year in February, which was the Elizabeth City qualifier. That was kind of the first race. I was actually planning on doing a live show there. I actually went there probably a week or two before to kind of do some tests, see if we could do a live show. It really couldn't happen. So we decided to just do the regular race coverage, and ended up being Friday night we got there, and then Saturday was just a mutter, as you can see. PWs were getting through it somehow, so there you go. It was pretty crazy, and it was, again, first race of the year, ended up being a mutter, but hopefully it was one of the few mutter races. It wasn't too much this year, but it was one of the few, and got the camera all cleaned up, all that stuff right before, and I ended up throwing it down. So as you can see, yeah, not the cleanest of races there by far. So but it was a fun time. I mean, I actually got my van stuck there, I think, too, and a couple of guys helped me out, which hooked up some t-shirts, stuff then, and all that, for helping me out. But anyways, I mean, everything was going really good, and was good. It was a fun time, to start off the year for race coverage. And then good old Daytona. Went there in March for the Carmichael Amateur Supercross, as well as for the Supercross race that I ran Saturday night before I really kicked off. And that was that was the whole live show plan I was supposed to be doing. And if you don't know by now, well, it didn't happen. The live show didn't happen, and it was kind of a bummer. Did a lot of work, and months of planning, months of testing, and everything. Then we got down there. It was just like everything just fell through even before I got there. It seemed like it just, it was a lot of things weren't really working out. I mean, there was a lot of rushing going on. I mean, I lacked a lot of planning on site to get done too. But this year I do plan on going back there again this year, and I will be doing a live show there. We'll be kind of going back to what I wanted to do, maybe do a little bit better, hopefully. Hopefully it'll be live this time. So, with Daytona, they had a connection down, they had everything down there. It was just, just wasn't working on my end. So, with a little testing this year, and obviously in the next couple months, I'll be really testing it, and we'll have a race show down there, definitely know about it. So, for then, and but even with the live show not happening, and freaking out about that, I'll still get, still be able to put a lot of stuff out. I did a whole race show. I did a taped race show to cover Sunday's qualifying races and stuff, and then we did a main event highlight video the a few days after. So that was good. And Helmut Cam was announced. Actually, I did if you seen the Racer TV show on this on the race, I did all that. So I had a lot of work there for me, so it was good. And but again, the plan is to go live there in 2014, no doubt about that. So But Daytona was a fun time. By the way, these photos are by Matt Rice. By the way, Matt Rice was photo sidekick pretty much the whole year, and his stuff's been always on point. So, kind of going back, kind of the first race in the Northeast technically. I mean, Blizzard City Qualifier kind of was, but then it just went right into Budds Creek for the Mom season opener. Mom, I've been involved with them for, well, it's been, I mean, I've raced Mama probably since '01 or '02 or something. So I've been, over 10 years been involved with Mama. Now with the video side, it's been about the last 3 or 4, maybe 5 years now. I've been more involved with them in the video side, and they've been, very generous on, getting me there to the races and, be able to provide coverage for that series, but also to every one of you out there to check out, because, I mean, Mama is a really great organization. It's a really family-oriented type deal. I mean, so there's a serious side of it, points and, all that stuff, championships involved, but there's also, there's a family side of it is almost outweighs everything, I mean, there's a lot of family events that go on, and Budds Creek was no doubt about it, was really awesome, and to kick off the year, so, Chad Wade was actually one of the top riders this year in Mama. He actually won both A classes and plus 25 overall, so he was on point all year long in Mama, so it was great to see him, especially back out too. He's coming off injury as well, so it was good to see him out there. So, so that was awesome. Also, then we went next was Raceway Park qualifier. Went there. Max Gomez right here. He's as you can see, he does not have a foot technically, so he does not. He had a bad crash the year before at a regional qualifier and left him without a foot. So he's been racing and doing C class, and has actually doing really well. And I mean, hell of inspiration, this kid. He's been through a lot, and he's been through a lot. So Racing Park qualifier, he did that, and I think he made it as area qualifier. I don't think he made it to the res this year, but he definitely had a shot, I think, and his speed was there. Just great kid, great family and stuff as well. It was one of the cool things, and to be at Racing Park too, it was awesome. It's one of my home tracks too, so it was good. And then that pretty much signs up for March, really. And then, throughout the rest of April, there was a couple more races we did. We went to Tomahawk for Loretta qualifier, went there, and that was, it was always fun to go back there all the time. Alex Fry was there ripping on the 125. You've seen the helmet cams there, the helmet cam video we did with him, just beyond the pipe on that KTM. Just if you go back after you watch this, watch that helmet cam if you have to. It's one of the awesome helmet cams from this year. Then went to Southwick for the NESC opener, and once the ground thawed out up there, thaws out a little longer up there, so it was good to go up there. A lot of good fast guys there, including this guy. Obviously, Cooper Webb was in the house, and I mean, it was good to see him getting some track time before his rookie season started up, especially at Southwick. And track was super rough that day, and it was good preparation for the Pro National, the last one there as of now. So. That was, and then through April we did a Pagoda Spring Pro-Am race, covered that. A couple rider features, actually one on Tyler, my brother, did a feature on him in Blue Diamond. That was kind of one of my favorites of the year because it was really different and really trying to change it up a little bit there. Ian Kieran's another rider profile we did at Tomahawk. Also did a feature on Max Gomez as well on his road to Loretta's. Hopefully this year if we, get there. And then I did a special outdoors preview video as well. That basically was a preview video for the outdoors that were starting up about a month later. So, so that was good. And then we did a Blue Diamond Mama race to end out April, and that was kind of the last race before we ended up going west. Basically, what I did last year was in May, was head out west. I mean, we went out west to go to a bunch of races. With Vegas Supercross, and we hit the test tracks up, we hit the practice tracks, and we do the Pro Nationals start up because we start out Hangtown, and we go out there and do that. So we did in May. I mean, we did a pretty good run, for the Nationals out there. We with Matt Rice with me as well the whole trip. We drove out there back and forth, all that stuff. As you can see, I mean, Grand Canyon we checked that out, some dam supposedly, and it was just on the road all through May. I mean, May was beginning of May to end of May. It was on the road the entire time, not home, none of that stuff. So traveling around and hitting, like I said, hitting practice tracks, getting videos, features with riders. We were both working for Alley Sports as well, so we were getting videos and stuff, right before Hangtown started up. So that's kind of the primary reason we were out there doing all that. So it was fun time. It was great. We went to obviously Vegas Supercross. It was a great time. Good times there. And we went to like the practice tracks. Like I said, we went out to Comp Edge. Lake Elsinore was another one. We went to Powell was another one. Tomac was testing and stuff then. That day and stuff. So we actually went to the X Fighters. Actually, Glen Helen. That actually did not happen either. So which that was a bummer. Going there and going to do a video and stuff. We actually I did a video anyway, but you were there, so it was at Glen Helen. It was a lot of fun. And then it was off to the Nationals. I did the first 6-7 rounds. Rice, he ended up doing all 12. I had with Ally, I just didn't. I'm still with them still, but they actually put me on hold right after Redbud, and it kind of halted a bunch of stuff for me throughout the summer. It's kind of bummed about it, but I just kind of it's the way things work, and hopefully I'll be with them more next year, depending on how things go. It's just a lot of things getting in the works right now with that. So, but we'll see. I think that's been something in the works there. One of the shoot I want to point out too. I did in May, actually between right before Hangtown, we did a shoot at Elsinore with Cobra and Pro Circuit. We did it was one of the funnest shoots of the year, I think. I mean, we actually shot the Racetracks Ride Day or something like that at Elsinore, and it's even with all the pros and the trackers, like all the top names were there. It was great to watch them ride and everything. But then we went over to the mini track, and you had Jet Reynolds, Ryder D. Francesco. I mean, you had all these other riders there, and they had so much fun on the track, and it just was a much more fun shoot to do. It was really awesome. So I was really pumped at how that shoot went. I mean, Jet was riding awesome. Ryder, all the other Cobra riders were riding really well. So definitely one of the fun shoots of the year, and that video's up on the channel as well. So check that out as well. But then throughout the outdoors, like I said, it was Alley Sports doing a lot of rider features and some like best of highlight videos I did. They just they got out there, and we kind of wish they got out there a little bit more, but hopefully we'll see about next year. We'll see. I think I kind of did too, because I was at the races and I was pretty much Ally Sports the entire way. There was no MXPTV side of me really, other than maybe Rant Rice doing photo coverage, and that was it. So I still want to do videos from these races and stuff, and I had a couple ideas, and one was since I was there on press day, I would film the riders on the track. It would be certain teams that would show up that are invited. Usually Hangtown, everyone shows up, but throughout the rest of the rounds, it's kind of all divided up, and what teams show up. It's all scheduled and everything. So why not just do a press day video, and WM Motorsport hopped on those videos and sponsored them up and helped me out there, obviously. But I mean, they the videos were a good look. They were a good look at the track before Saturday. The videos got up by Friday morning at least. Sometimes we got up Thursday night. When press day was. So that was really good, and I was pumped about that. Some other events in June coming through. I mean, Blue Diamond had a women's pro-am race, which actually I'm hearing is part of an 8-round series next year. So that was awesome for them. They had $8,000 purse for the women. I mean, there were no pros. It was women pro riders. It was pretty awesome. So for the women, definitely. So that was one cool event that I did. And then a week right before Southwick, I decided to go to Club MX and do some shooting. With some riders down there, and ended up ringing on the sand track. If you ever been to Club MX's sand track, it's pretty gnarly, and it was raining on it, so that makes it even more gnarlier than it actually is. So we did a bunch of stuff there, and it was actually Osborne, Martin, Brayton, Nicoletti, and a couple other guys that were training, that were doing motos in the mud, or not in the mud. It was more like sandy muck, I guess, and they were doing motos, and it was downpouring, a little thunder, lightning, maybe a little bit. I mean, they were doing motos in the mud, and getting ready for Southwick, and it made for an awesome raw video I did. So check that out definitely. And right there, that's kind of been happening. That was the first half of the year alone, and there was a bunch of little shoots were going on as well, and that was only the first half of the year. So, and for many people, that's kind of like their year. Oh man, that was a lot of stuff. Now this is only the first half, and actually got busier the second half. So, July was kind of tough. I mean, I had Redbud start off the bat there, and that was, I knew after Redbud it was going to be a little bit of question mark about attending the other rounds, especially Millville, Washougal, which I didn't go to, and the last two rounds was Utah and Elsinore, which I didn't do either. So, so I kind of stuck home, did some shoots out. They were close to home. Did Pleasure Valley, did a shoot up there. They had fly ride days, practice days going on, so I did shoot up there. Big thanks Jeff Stern for for the invite on that and checking that out. Went to Jesse Pierce's house, did a fun shoot, like a pre-Loretta Lynn's type shoot at his track. It was a fun time. Impulse Graphics was on board with that one. It was a fun time as well. And did my first video for Boyson actually. Boyson wanted to do this video. Actually, we've been working on it since like the spring. I think it just never really had the time and the date and everything to get shot and done. So, we started in the spring on it, and then it was me getting into the summer group. It was the Nationals starting up, so it was like, tough to get work done and everything. And it was on their Super Cooler product, and the feature writer was Kenny Bernarczyk, who's right down the road here in Delaware here. So, it was a really cool feature, and, and being able to get Kenny involved with Boyson as well. They were supporting him really well now, so. It helped him out, helped me out, and helped everybody out. I'm pretty sure that was great. And that was July really. July was kind of dead, I guess, but I could be wrong. But other than that, I mean, it was I wouldn't say it was dead. It was just I had other stuff going on still. So in August, for start of August is always the fun time for me. It's Loretta Lynn's, and it was my 9th year there in a row. Been there since 2004. So we did a lot of content that week. I think more than anybody else. I think down there. I think we did battle videos that the Hill Concepts has been sponsoring in past years. So Motorsport hopped on with the helmet cam coverage. The helmet cam's really good from there. I had actually a real tough time with GoPros down there. I actually broke one of them thanks to Kenny Day, so appreciate that. It's a nice paperweight right now, so. And yeah, I mean, Loretta's, it's a vacation down there for a lot of people down there. To be down there and kids racing down there, and to be there is, to qualify there is, you're one of the top in the country, if not the world, to be there. No doubt about it. But for me on the media end, it's tough because I want to get everybody, and it's the hardest working race of the year by far for me. And it's the weather's usually pretty hot, usually pretty humid. You got that one rain day. This year was like a couple mud days, and it's always a really tough event for me. But everybody's there. You got to be there. So I'm really. But more importantly, I like seeing the new talent that comes up. That's the big part about it. Was seeing the new new riders that come through, and the riders you've seen since they're around 50s. Now they're like they're getting on a race team ready for the next national round. It's really cool. So that's always a good part about that. And I mean through August there, I mean the week after Loretta's, I did Unadilla for the national. I kind of just popped in there and just did my coverage and stuff. Actually, I did video of the LCQs, which I don't think anyone's never done really. Usually the LCQs go off after time qualifying on Saturday. Everyone kind of just like, all right, lunch break, that's it. Me, I kind of just, I had my brother wasn't one of them, so I had to watch it anyway. But I wanted to show some video of it because no one did that. So I actually did a couple battle videos from the LCQs, and they were fun. There was good racing there. So. Hopefully maybe do that more next year. We'll see. But it's something new to try. So, and then the next 2 weeks in August were just we're Utah and Elsinore, which I didn't go to. So, I actually did some riding. I actually rode at Speed City down in Seaford, in Delaware, and just getting some riding back. And it was like probably almost over a year since I last time rode. So, um, so I, so while I do a lot of video stuff and be really busy, I still am able to do some riding sometimes. So, I had 2 weeks open. I want to I had the video cameras getting clean and stuff and all that. I was like, oh, I'll just, just do some riding. I was able to get a bike to ride and Chuck down there at, it's at Speed City definitely hooked me up with a bike for those 2 times, and it was great. It was awesome, and other than that, it was great. Get some riding and break off some cobwebs a little bit and all that. So another cool project I did. It was actually very last minute. It was right on the weekend of Elsinore, and MX Sports needed banquet videos done up for their shows and stuff. So for their award show, which is the Sunday after. So I got the call like on Friday. I was like, oh, can you do these can you do these 4 videos or something like that? It was like a minute long for each. And I was like, all right, I'll do them. So I got I was home, so it kind of worked out for me, and I had footage from the whole summer, so. So I threw them online, and you might have seen them in late August. Check them out. They're some really cool, quick 1-minute edits from the Nationals, and so they're really cool. So check them out. They were at the show. Everyone liked them supposedly, so it was good. And then it was kicked right into the fall. I mean, that was summer right there, so it was great. And right into September, into the fall, it was back to races. I had those 2 weekends off of riding and, little video work catching up and all that. After that, it was right back to racing. It was from September right till last weekend. I was at an event. Last week was a banquet, but it was a race every weekend. And then it was straight through. I mean, it was, either dirt bikes or NASCAR actually, because Labor Day weekend I actually did a NASCAR race. It was the second time I've been invited to a NASCAR race through the TV crew. So with network TV and all that. So I got hooked up with the guy I know, Ben Lynn, I know that does a lot of the camera operating TV stuff. Got years of experience at it. Really good friends with him. He got me hopped in. He needed a last minute person to operate a camera for this truck race up in Canada. It was the first time NASCAR truck racing has been in Canada, so I got the call for it. Flew right up there. Covered the race. Did a bunch of utility work, tech work, and stuff, and it was a lot of fun. It was a really good experience. It was good to break up the moto stuff and do something. It was still racing, but it was definitely different atmosphere and all that. It was really cool. So. So it was actually I was operating a robotic camera the entire time. It was actually back of a trailer, and basically got a tripod in there, and you're kind of moving it around, and you're not out there in the field. You're actually my camera was set up on the fastest straightaway on the whole track, and so it was like guys going 140, 150 or wherever the trucks go, and up that straightaway, and it was pretty wild. So it was definitely a cool experience, and I think it was a lot of fun. And then right after that, went right into, it was the local races. Went right back to the local races again. Went to PA State Championship at Hurricane Hills. Went to Allegheny Cup out in PA. Sleepy Hollow for the 2-stroke shootout. It was 3 weekends in a row. I was in PA races, so it was really hopping around there. And then I went to Budds Creek for Kevin Crine Memorial race to end out September. That was another fun race too, and it was cool to remember Kevin Crine and all that. It was a great time. And then right into October, it was K-Rock was always the first weekend of October. That's like tradition for me to go. That's like the one race that I just like magnetically go to every year, because my first race I ever watched ever in person was a 1998 or 97 K-Rock. I forgot what the year was, but it was a K-Rock race. It was in the mud. It might have been 98, I think. So, and it was first race I ever watched ever. So ever since then, I just go back there, and I've had a lot of memories from that race. And it's always a cool feeling to go there and all that. So week after that was a Pagoda had the Big Bucks Pro-Am race. Covered that. And then right after that, October got busy as well. October was a busy month as well. It went to, it was Big Bucks Pro-Am, and then it was right to the, actually we was shooting for it. It was released in mid-October, but it was the detailed Two-Stroke 2.0 video, which has been basically my video of the year. Basically, it was I went all out on it as much as I possibly can with the budget I had, and you know, Boyce, big thanks to them for stepping up and you know taking a chance and seeing the success of the first one to really step forward and get on the second one, and the second one's got 150,000 views, something like that. It's it's doing really well, and a lot of people were involved with that one. I mean, Matt Rice shot the photos for it, did an awesome job there, obviously, as usual. Had a aerial crew from Canada that came in. It does a lot of Canadian shows, network shows up there, and I actually met them up when I did the Labor Day NASCAR race, and seeing what they had, it was awesome. So they flew them down here to go do put up their aerial cameras, and they did a great job as well. First time they ever did motocross too, and they definitely had a crash course at it, and it was a lot of fun, and it was that was good. And the video was released. I mean, it hit off pretty well. Posted some raw videos about a month later, and actually helmet cams not too long ago. So if you haven't seen those raw videos on the helmet cams, check them out after the show as well. It's Two Strokes. You guys like them, so go watch them. So and then right after that, I mean, after the release of that, it was Tomahawk at the last Mom round of the final round of the Mom series for this year. So did that, showed Tail of Two Stroke there, had a nice crowd there. It was really cool. Everyone was digging it and got a lot of compliments, and my ass was kissed enough, so it was great. And also the Thunder to the Sand turned Brawl on the beach race up in Wildwood. That came back this year. Right there, covered that. It was a lot of fun. Before I'm hearing to be back next year, so we'll probably be there again. And it was a lot of fun to go there. On the beach, more of a fun race than anything else, and that was the nail in the coffin on October, basically. And November was really busy as well, because it was supposed to be light, or maybe a little bit lighter, just to kind of coast out the year, and it was like don't look like it, because there were 3 North Carolina money races going on. The Waffle House Pro Shootout Series was going, and did the first 2 races. It was Hog Heaven and Wyards, and it was kind of like, I gotta do the third one too. When the County Line did the third one as well. It was 3 weeks in a row, and I didn't stay in North Carolina during that time. It was back and forth, 8 hours, 7 hours from here to Delaware, and each weekend, so it was a lot. But there was a lot of money on the line, a lot of top rate. I mean, unless he showed up for those 3 races, which out of nowhere, a lot of the train facilities down at clubs south of the border and Wyards, they were all those guys were there, from Alex Martin, James Stone, Piazza, Burkeen, and a lot of these other guys, they were all there. So it was some great racing. So we did a ton of battle videos from there, and it was great. And I'm planning to be back there more next year for those races and try to throw some more. It was kind of just 3 races and see what happens, with them. So, see if I can, try and help them get those races out more, and try and make some more riders there. And they're pro shootout races, but they're also amateurs were getting paid as well, like gift cards and gift certificates and and some cash too. It was an outlaw series, so they were you can do whatever you want there. So it was really cool. I think next year, if once I get more involved with it, whether I want to do that in there, they basically give me not free reign, but they give me whatever ideas I need to do, we'll do it. So then right after those 3 races, it went to actually broke up the moto thing a little bit again. Got another call about doing some network stuff. It wasn't really network stuff. It was with Ben, the camera guy I know. He's been doing aerial camera work. He does like the cameras above the field on like football games. That's what he operates that. So he ends up calling me about filming that camera in action, because he's actually doing something for college relatable to to that. So it's kind of a project he was working on, and I was trying to help him do like some video edit promo stuff. So so he got me involved with the LSU versus Texas A&M, I think it was, at LSU, and it was first time at LSU, and for a college football game like that. So I've done past college football games. I've done Army Navy twice, done Gator Bowl 1 year. So the college football atmosphere was kind of like, oh yeah, that's how it is, But this was really cool to be a part of that. So, and then and obviously right at the end of November there we had back to Minios again, my 5th year there. So been going there, a lot, and it's 5 years of coverage there. I mean, it's a lot of top races seen out of there, obviously, and did 25 videos from that week. So that was a lot of content I did that week, and it was kind of just it was the last race of the year for me. I was like, all right, boom, that was it. So it was really cool. It was really awesome. So, and then December this month, I mean, it's been did the Mama Awards banquet. Had a lot of fun there. Just some banquet shooting and stuff. Actually did a whole review of kind of the champions video, kind of like review of the Mama season. Post the champions video, which was kind of like, I wasn't planning at the time when I did the banquet and stuff, but it was more like, this would be kind of cool. So I just kind of did footage. I think every rider except maybe one or two I didn't get, but they're on there. Check that video out too if you haven't yet. And then that was the year, really. That was the year. I mean, it's as you can see, it's probably dragging on a bunch here with a lot, because it's a lot of stuff going on. It was a lot of stuff going on. I mean, it was, I had to write everything down here. I type everything down just so I know what happened throughout the whole year, because it wasn't like one event or anything else like that. It was every weekend. It was like that. So, but it was just to give you guys videos and coverage and all that. That was a big part about it, and just it was a great year, no doubt about it. And kind of go over throw some stats at you right now. Do some YouTube stats. Basically, from what I've produced about 300 videos this year alone, so that's a lot. I think I was at like 240, 250 last year. I think I was pretty close to 300 this year. That's what I'm counting with rider videos, ally sport videos, things like that. I probably reached around 300 videos, so I still got more to do this year, so plenty of that. 5.1 million views total of all the videos, all my videos this year been viewed, so big thanks to everyone on that. Another interesting stat kind of throw at you, I've been watched 14.4 million minutes have been watched of our videos this year. And I counted it down to years of how much that is. It actually was a really easy calculation. Google, blah, 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 things are easy now. It came down to be 27 years of motocross video you guys watched this year alone. So, and I'm 27 now, so holy crap, that's a lot. So, again, thanks for watching, definitely. We gained 16,000 subscribers this year. That's awesome as well. 26,000 likes on videos. Over 200 countries watching my videos. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, but it's the World Wide Web. What do you expect? So, really pumped about that. Also, the most watched video of the year, technically was not published this year, but it was published New Year's Eve, 2012. But I gotta give it some time to get some hits, views and stuff. Is the 10 Minutes 2 Strokes 3.0 video that came out. I think what was it, 282,000 views on that video right now. So that's the most viewed 10 Minutes 2 Strokes video yet so far. So real impressed on that. Tail 2 Stroke, which came in second with 137,000, and the third one, I mean, it was it's actually a raw video of the Unadilla press day video that I did back in August. That got over 79,000 views. I mean, that was awesome. And a couple of raw videos from Elsinore and Comp Edge that I did out before Hangtown, those were big hit ones as well. So they squeaked in the top 5, so it was great. And the Unadilla press day video, I think we'll plug that one out. I mean, obviously Barsha in that video was at his home national was impressive, and actually Red Bull actually plugged out the video on their site as like top 10 videos of the week, or actually no, I think they did a whole post on it. They actually shared the video, and they were like, that got a bunch probably from there. So big thanks to Red Bull for plugging it out, definitely there. So I mean, we had a lot of top videos this year. I mean, you can go through the most popular uploads and stuff on the homepage on the MXPTV YouTube channel, and there's a bunch of stuff there to check out. Now we're going to kind of the thank you part of the show, kind of, because I mean, yeah, I did a lot of the work. Obviously, a lot of pretty much videos you've seen this year are the ones I've done. That I've done. It's been, there's been a lot of companies, a lot of sites that have helped out. Grow MXPTV, get it out there more, and get my videos out there. I mean, it's I can't do it all by myself, and if I can, I'm the same. So, um, I want to thank Motorsport Outlet, definitely Alex, Josh, and Jared over there. They've been very supportive the whole year. They stepped up. Sometime this year they stepped up. I think it was like spring this year they stepped up, and they've been really wanting to get involved with what I've been doing, and they love what they're seeing. So definitely big thanks to them guys out there at Motorsport. They were huge help this year. Kristen and John at W, big supporters of them as well. Thanks Jeff as well for getting me hooked up with them as well. W has been around, not too long, but I mean they got tons of experience back there, and they have the best wheels sets out there by far. What to choose from. If you need rims, wheels for your ride, W is where to go. That's all I gotta say. Not anybody else that does wheels, but them. So, anyways, Boyson, like again, early this year we talked, and they wanted to do some videos and stuff, and we did one so far. We're gonna do some more in the spring, I think. Obviously get involved with the Tail 2 Stroke video. That was a big step for them, and they really made that video happen the way I wanted it. So it was really cool, and definitely big thanks to them. So Eric and Dog over there, thanks a bunch. Nihilo Concepts out of Florida, Bob and Chance over there, and also Rob Fox as well, who's now at Dunlop right now. Was with Nihilo as well. Got hooked up with them as well. They've been, again, a great supporter of MXPTV and my videos. So they've been a great. AGT Motorsports out of Carolinas, they've been great as well. All Balls Racing, Paul over there, always awesome. Local guys as well. Evo Industries, also Jeremy out of PA, definitely big thanks. GPMX Motocross Schools, Frenchie, big help as well. Impulse Design Company, Jason Austin over there, they do an awesome job as well. Motocross Gear, Unleashed Motorsports, Frank down there in Florida helped me out with getting involved with the Daytona live show, so big thanks to him. Moto Hose, Primal X Graphics, Ride Engineering stepped up just recently, and obviously Holshot Graphics, which has just been the lifetime sponsor of MXPTV. They been really busy doing a lot of jersey lettering, hoodies, definitely with the holidays coming up. So definitely, if you need work from them, check them out. Definitely, my dad will thank you a bunch. So, and then those are the sponsors that help make this all happen, no doubt about it. But there's a lot of sites out there that have posted, that share our content, that share my content out there, and they help bring MXPTV out a little bit more, and they understand what the work that we do, and it's great, it's awesome. Vital MX, I'm on the boards every now and then and stuff, but they post my stuff a lot. Racer X crew guys over there, thanks a bunch. They've definitely done a lot. Transworld's done a lot as well. Transworld's been a big part. Been involved with them, and Don, Mike, all those guys over there. They've been awesome guys. Vermoto, they've helped out with a couple videos this year, thanks to them. Chronic MX has been posting stuff. Obviously Ally Sports, people I work, do stuff for the Nationals and all that. They posted a couple of videos I've done from like the outdoors preview video for this year. They posted that, so big thanks there. Network A, kind of just been sporadic. They've been posting stuff, and they've been great. They've been, definitely a huge following in the action sports world. Big thanks to them for, getting us noticed a little bit. And then Red Bull, I mean, they plugged out the Della Preste video, and they're awesome. Red Bull's awesome. Can't complain about them. So thanks to them for sharing content and show off my videos. So it's great. Then going into 2014, plans going on. It's there's a lot of brainstorming going on. I mean, December now we're kind of been away from the tracks a little bit. So kind of been home, kind of trying to settle a little bit. And actually, I think last weekend I took completely off. I didn't do any work at all, so I just kind of stayed home, and it was just good to just recharge and go from there. So, but anyways, yeah. Plans for next year is like I said, just to keep out the videos. I don't want to do more videos, but I want to at least make them more. You know, we strive for a lot of quality in videos. That's what MXPTV we try to do. You know, with what I'm doing and you know the crew I'm building right now, and you know we're gonna try to do you know Superstar for the Arena Cross rounds this year. You know, stick our feet in that and go from there. You know, plan to do some more rider features. We did a top riders feature a few times this year for some local races. Some of the top riders did some raw videos and stuff. It was really good, and it was great, and I think a lot of people like that. So it's just a matter of getting that. But I tried getting it back again. It just wasn't working. So maybe next year we'll try to do more of them. You're going to see a lot more live shows. I mean, you've been seeing a lot more live stuff from me recently. So now we're going to push the envelope a little bit more on that. You know, obviously with Daytona, you know, we're going to do something there. But throughout the year, we're going to be pushing the envelope a lot more on the live shows. That's pretty much going to be one of my main goals, if not my main goal the next year, is to push the live stuff a lot more. And I mean, we can do one camera in my room right now, but it's going to be a bigger, better deal. I have a lot bigger ideas going on that I really want to do and you know pursue. So the live show thing will definitely be a big thing there. Other than that, yeah, it was you know you guys like the raw videos. You guys like the two-stroke videos. You guys like crash videos too. Actually, got crash video. Actually, I'm gonna work on one tonight. I'm gonna post tonight. So big heads up to everybody. Crash video tonight. So check that out. Not giving anything away on that crash video. You'll like it. So there'll be more of those videos because you guys like that stuff. So we'll do more of that. And you know, on MXPTV.com for itself, you know, we're gonna keep posting content, photo content, you know, news posts. I mean, it's kind of more the journalistic side of me is on there. You know, I kind of do a little bit of writing every now and then, but we're planning on doing a podcast on there eventually as well. So there's a couple things, podcast ideas been thrown around a bunch over the last few years. Just maybe get some traction on it, make it happen. And yeah, that's kind of the plans, you know. But again, things come up, and if I can do this, then great. If not, then we'll go from there. But yeah, that will do it for this edition of WOZ Up Live. Kind of just been a recap of the entire year, basically month to month. If I dragged out a little bit, my bad. But anyways, it's just been a really busy year. I don't know how else to say it. It's just been a really busy year, and you know, if you've seen, you know, follow me on, you know, social media, you know what's going on. You know at least the surface of what's going on, and then you know behind the scenes here is obviously a lot of stuff going on. You know, with you know the video work I do here and all that. I mean, it's a lot of stuff that goes on, and if I go into any more detail about it, you'll be lost, and that's it. There's probably a lot of stuff going on. So, so now especially right now, it's kind of been calm, relaxed, take it easy, kind of recharge, and then January come out swinging again. So that's kind of the plan. And but we got some ideas. Another thing too, if you guys have been wondering about when's the 10 minutes two strokes the next 10 minutes two strokes video coming out. It will be out New Year's Eve. There'll be a 4.0 coming out. We'll have a preview up next week. Actually, this day next week, we'll have a preview up, and then we'll have you know, I'll be getting I already starting to get my two-stroke clips together and make another 10 minutes two-strokes video, because obviously there's number one video this year technically, so we'll do it again. So so yeah, we're gonna do that, and pumped on be able to do that for sure, and they're fun to do. I mean, you guys like two strokes, you guys like no music, it's perfect for you guys, so it's perfect. So but yeah, that'll do it for the show. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let me check this comment section before I go here, because I don't know what you guys have been doing. You've been tormenting me or something, I don't know. Yeah, because I had a question on the bottom here asking about you know, your favorite video from this year. Tail two-stroke and 10 minutes two-strokes. I did not see that one coming. So yeah, as far as 10 minutes of two-stroke video, yes, there will be another one. It's in the works now. Tail of two-stroke video, still very early planning stages on maybe a third one. So put it on hold, everybody. So takes a lot of brainstorming ideas to make something good. So we'll maybe in the fall we'll do something. I don't know, but we'll see. And that 500 was a big hit. That 500, man, Tyler on that 500 was unreal. Not that bad. I mean, even watching Riot, when I seen Riot Road the first time, when I saw him ride it, speed save for one night, I was like, really? Okay, all right, we got it in the video. So, but yep, sign out right now. Before we sign out, make sure you follow MXPTV on Instagram. We just went over 10,000 followers on there, so pumped on that. So also follow Matt Rice on Instagram as well. We share a lot of content with each other all the time, and I post a lot of his photos on mine because that's what he shoots. He's the photo guy for MXPTV this year. So go follow him as well. We have a follower battle going on right now. We've been kind of neck and neck a little bit. So if you want to follow him more, fine. If you want to follow me more, great. So get on that. Twitter, we're on Twitter as well. We're getting close to 4,000 followers, I think, on that. So check us out on Twitter. It's kind of just random thoughts and posts and things like that. Facts and races, things, some insight or whatever. Facebook's been hitting. I mean, I don't know what you guys know on Facebook, but you guys are over 70,000 likes now, and it's going up higher and higher. So, back in September, it was like, oh man, September was probably like 20,000 likes, and it just went a crazy amount. So, big thanks to everyone liking on Facebook, definitely. So, get on that. And then Google Plus. Google Plus, obviously not pushed enough, but Google Plus is more in time with YouTube, more entwined with YouTube right now. So get on there, check them out, and go follow our stuff. So other than that, we leave you a picture with Thunder Valley right here. Awesome shot right up on top of the hill, and we will be seeing you in 2014. Make sure you check out more videos. If you haven't subscribed to us on YouTube yet, do that now. It's one click, just do it. Saves you a lot of effort to search for our videos. So, but yeah, do that. And thanks again for watching. So, we'll leave you some music out of here, and we are gonna be have a lot of fun. Come to the year's end, and we'll be there'll be a lot more videos next year, so it'll be good. So once again, thanks a lot, and see you later.